We are here live at the 71st inaugural guest lecture at the prestigious auditorium of the Lagos State University Ojo campus. And yes, the guest lecturer is none other than the Professor of Health Education, Faculty of Education, that is the Professor Basirat Oladipupo, who recently just bagged our professorship. This is indeed a success story and giving a humble beginning. And yes, you can count on Okeod blog to give you minute by minute coverage of this important guest lecture. I am Praise Gani reporting for Okeod blog.
It was indeed an unforgettable day of joy and celebration as friends and families gathered around in beautiful outfits and smiling faces at the 71st inaugural guest lecture of the Lagos State University to celebrate Professor Oladipupo Basirat of being the first female professor of Lagos State University emanating from the Ekpe Division, Lagos State. In the record to celebrate her achieved success, a program with the theme Goodie Bag of Health with Problems, Health Educator the Town crier was hosted. Beginning the event with a short prayer and national anthem rendition, the detailed biography of the history maker was read out to the audience, who celebrated her immensely. Following her detailed biography, the health educator proceeded with a lecture where she enlightened her listeners about the saliency of physical education while lecturing on the theme of the event.
This amazing scholar was born into the family of Oladipupo and Mrs. Oladipupo in the late 60s. Her late father was popularly known as Captain. He belonged to the first set of students of Ekpe Grammar School and became the first football captain of the grade school. Professionally, he was a great town planner. Shola's mother was a retired health assistant with 29 years experience. After the demise of her father, she was brought up under the strict and well-disciplined Muslim home by her late maternal grandfather, of blessed memory, Alhaji L.Y.B. Yahya, and Madam Sarah Yahya as step-grandmother. Her intellectual journey began in 1973 at Answaruddin Primary School, where she was sent back home because her hand could not cross her head to take the other side of her head. She went back to the school in 1975 and later became the games prefect in 1981. She proceeded to the then Ekpe Grammar School and later changed to Goodie High School for her secondary education between 1981 and 1988. She was the social prefect of the school in 1987. When she went back to take her school certificate examination in 1988, she was made the head girl to the amazement of many. She was a well-known debater as well as a good break dancer.
Department of Women in Sport. We studied on exercise physiology, we're able to foresee that there is substantial evidence linking physical activities to mental health, which resulted in the recommendations for exercise to be used as an adjunct to other forms of treatment in mental illness. Our intervention and appropriate physical activities program for persons with mental illness were designed, which includes rope jumping on hoops, throwing and catching of impacts, walking, aerobic dance, strength training, debility exercises. In other area, of course, administration in 2012, we were able to explain physical education teachers development in Nigeria. There, we were able to review body literature and we concluded appropriately. In another study in psychology, sports psychology, where I had to embark on a study on perceived efficacy of simulation training as attention control technique for high-level sports performance. The study asserted that the ability of the athlete to remain focused and not be distracted in competitive situations is very critical.
Audience within the All Bin Lasso Auditorium paid rapt attention as they followed in details the teaching of the health educator. While rounding off her lecture, she further recognized colleagues who were of great impact and motivation towards the continuity of her pursuit. Following the event, a couple of congratulatory messages followed suit, picture shots, and guests were hosted at the reception venue. Shortly after, a cohort blog had an interview session with the personality of the day. Friends and family present at the event as well narrated their opinion about Professor Oladipupo Basirat.
Yes, Mrs. Professor Oladipupo is a member, very active member, and somebody who is committed to the goals and objectives of the association. She participates actively in every program that we do and also contributes financially. She's an asset to the association and of course to Ekpe division.
Well, to start with, I'm very happy, very proud to be the first female professor from my division, from Ekpe division. It's a great pride, it's a great honor to that division because we have never had a professor as a lady at her age. And for the paper she delivered, I give it to her.
Okay. Professor Oladipupo is a committed member of EPWA. She's been a member since inception. She's also our chief whip, and by the grace of God, she's the first female professor to be produced by Ekpe division. The first, and for now, the only one. And she's really done.
We've come here to witness our inaugural lecture, and let me say I was highly impressed, and I can also say that I'm not disappointed at all. It is true to type. We've known her for quite a long time, and she has been a wonderful fellow, and for her to have also displayed that, I think she's highly commendable. And of course, from what we all heard at the inaugural lecture this afternoon, we all see that in no distant time, she's going to be a figure to be reckoned with in the area of her profession all over the world.
While she was speaking, she noted she had a lot to say. Notwithstanding, she expressed her gratitude to God, describing her journey as the mercies of God.
The first female professor in Ekpe division. That is a very distinguished personality, a very distinguished achievement, and we'd like you to tell us how you feel about that.
I would first of all like to say it is not he that will it, neither he that runneth, but God that showeth mercy. If not for the mercy of God, I wouldn't have been. And with God's providence, God made it possible in his own time, and I want to return all the glory unto him and him alone. And being the first female professor in the whole division gives me a kind of I want to say it makes me to be more humble, to know it's not as if I'm the best, but God made it to be. And that history is made already.
Yes.
And because history is made, I would not want to disappoint my people. I want to give back, because rising through that rank, it wasn't an easy thing.
Yes.
And I knew all I went through, and because of that, I've been trying my best to make sure I motivate a lot of girls, not only from Ekpe Division, Lagos State as a whole, because there is a story behind Professor Oladipupo Basirat.
Exactly. I would
A
like to
big
know about
story.
it.
The story, which one will I recall? Is it when I could not even have a good meal to eat while running the course for years? Is it the one that I had to go through diploma, pre-degree, all the classes of degrees you can ever think of? But I was determined. I knew where I was going to, and I wanted to always be the first. And I bless God for paying me back with all the hustles, and I bless God for that.
It was indeed a time of celebration of achievements.
Wow, that was an interesting lecture by Professor Basirat Oladipupo Olushola. Yes, I hope you've seen the goodie bags of health problems and how we can solve these problems. Don't forget, this is still a call blog, and I am Praise Geniyu.